Good morning and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are educational purposes only. You're very welcome to follow our automated trade or our signals. And then if you want to follow those signals, you can follow them on a sim. We're not allowed to call live trade for you. Again, this is educational purposes only. If you don't know the system we have so many different automated trade from ATM to full automated to swing trading, scalping, signal. There is a huge variety of automated trade. As an example, this one here is one system, one of our system. You get the sell position, entry position, target. As an example here, the ES, you have a sell entry at 28.43, target 28.34.25, and we are 30 ticks into that trade. It's not all day long, it's 30. And at the moment, we just hit the target on the NASDAQ, and we just hit the target on the YM. However, you can use this automated to trade, hand trade, manual trade, or you can use fully automated. I personally like to use an ATM because I can control, as an example here, they all hit the target, YM hit the target, NASDAQ hit the target, and an ES hit the target. So if you are on a fully automated trade, you would have exit by now. But what is the advantage of it when you are using the ATM? This is a big example, and maybe there is an extension to going farther down. Then I can go ahead and nail it all the way and control the targets. And if we can get a few ticks below this target, it is a very fine. Then we will do that. So at the moment here, the market analyzer is based on one contract only, and a total of from the last entry signal is a 389 ticks, 38 ticks from the last entry on the ES, 133 ticks on the NASDAQ, 114 ticks on the YM, 13 ticks on the 30-year Treasury bond, 47 ticks on the CL, gold 12 ticks, DAX 17 ticks, and the future Forex euro dollar, it is right now 9 ticks. That will give us 400 ticks into the profit based on one contract and 1 minute. So, as an example here on the ES, based on one contract on the market analyzer, it is 587, but because we are using two contracts, so you always double it out. So if you wanted to look based on one contract, you're very welcome to look at the market analyzer. And if you wanted to look at the automated trade, this one here comes with an ATM strategy and an automated trade. However, we have some different system also does not require any optimization. Like this one here does not require back testing, forward testing. It is based on a turn on, turn off basis. And we can highlight some of those automated trade as well. As an example here, the 288 ticks on the YM is it is in that trade, and it is right now 821 on that trade. Uh, let's look at some other trades. We can also look at the 1 minute in a few seconds. I just need to keep my eye on the market. This is another 288 ticks and a close today. All of them daily target 500, but this one closed at 715. And we will be covering some of those trades, of course. The same story goes on the stocks and Forex. If you are a Forex trader, at the moment we have 92 pips into the trade, and this is also based on entry, target, and then when the target hits, it's right there in front of you. As you see here, we have hit the target at 28.31, and we hit the target on the NASDAQ 7449, and we hit the YM at 25.710. So all of them, they have hit a very major support line. Also, the CL has been finished with the trade. The CL also, let's look at the CL, and the CL hit at 59.41, and 58.91 was the target. And this is way above the target, below the target. So this is a really straightforward trading, folks. And as you see, the system will plot everything for you. The system will plot a reversal. Those reversals are not a repaint reversal in conjunction with your zone. And this is a target that will give you full maximize your profit. And you don't have to do anything. You just need to follow the signals into the market. And right now we have a bit extension on the Nasdaq. That's very nice. So when the market is running fine, it is the fine, and there we go. As you see, the ES it come into the target is always recalculated, and it is 28.3075 in conjunction with the support. So this is a pretty good idea for a guy wanted to close, maximize profit, not going back into the trading and take it and close it up for today. If you calculate how much it costs to trade ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones, even by the most expensive broker, it's not going to be no more than 1,500. And as you see right now, if you are on one trade, buongiorno, amigo, ¿qué pasa? And so this is really amazing. And you just follow the signals. And if there is any potential anymore to those trades, then it is just an extra. Another things you can highlight for the ones who don't know that, as you see, there is a two yellow lines here where there it is, the system calculate that for you and tell you there is a critical area here and a short trade is no longer valid. So if you're auto trading or you are a manual trading, or for an example, you have an auto trade still in a trend, this is probably you need to consider a closing position. This is overwhelming with the signals letting you know that this is over. Here is your target, reversal fires and reversal fires, reversals fire, reversals fire, and it is to the target, reversal fire, reversal fire. So this is where you can maximize your trade, and even you don't have to be a brilliant, experienced trader for 10 years. It takes you a little time to learn that system, but once you learn that system, there is a lot of good potential also. Even if you are not in that trade or you miss that trade, there is a good potential for a re-entry point from those trailing stops. Those trailing stops are based on floor and fibs. They are not just a dummy trailing stop. As you see here with the ES, it is the first one, it is a minor trailing stop. It is 28.4050 in conjunction with the zone. So there is a good potential for that ES is going to be projecting from this area here. And the second projection is going to be from the 4250. So this is a really also not just your auto trade and your ATM trading, but this is a very good potential for a re-entry point. I always try to cover the 1 minute, and in the same time, I'm leaving it to show you how this market is going to project from those lines. This is the swing trading. If you are interested in the swing trading, this is a swing trading. And today took one trade around 7:30 on the DAX and nailed 1,337. The daily target it is $500, but if this auto trade is going to your direction, is going to stay on that direction. So whether you have your daily target 300 or 500 or 600, if this market going to your direction, is going to stay on your direction. So both of them are on a $500 target. But as you see here, this is on the last run, we nailed 600 on it. So anything above the 500, so this is a really good position for us. So right now, what we are experiencing on this market is just a pullback, and the market it is really to the downside. Normally, I try to highlight the 15 minutes charts, and then what I will do, I will highlight the 15 minutes chart and see what those institutionals or what those big movers are doing, and then can give me perfect indication how this market working, especially when we are trading in ES. This is presenting the 500. As you see here on the 500, on the 15 minutes chart, this is an amazing, can give you a very clean area where is your symmetry projection, and this is another sell order, and where is your trailing stop, where is your major resistance line, and even does not take you that long time for you to understand those. It takes you weeks, it's not years. It takes you weeks to learn how to become a little bit more professional and not diving into a trouble. So as you see right now, you can see it is a pullback. A pullback. There is a major resistance in those area. But from the technical side, if we want to look at the 15 minutes, if we are breaking this area here, this is way below the target on the 15 minutes. And if we are fixing to break this area, I don't know, there is not even a potential for that ES. I have no idea where this ES is going to go. But this is a very serious business. The 28, 30, 50, it is a major support area, and it is in conjunction with your target based on the 15 minutes. So there is no longer valid. If you are not in a trade, you cannot take a short trade anymore. You just simply, it is a very high area to be taking a short trade. And at the moment, we are on a 371 ticks, and probably we are going to exceed this target. That's very fine. If you are on those trades, you're doing fine, but you cannot anymore jump into the market and take in a short trade in those areas because they become critical. The same thing has happened yesterday. The market was a very high on the numbers, and we are no longer able to take a long trade, and we close all those positions. And today we are on the downside. If you are thinking about taking a short, you are very late to take a short. It is very late, and it is very advisable to be taking those trades at the target and call it off and maximize your profit for today. And it is a very straightforward, folks. It is a very damn straightforward. So it is. That's what it is. And right now, the CL, we have exceeded that target, and then we are facing two double support, R4 and R5. This is not a repaint. So also this one here has hit the two yellow lines, so there is no way the CL it is invalid right now to be taken as short either. So we're gonna hang around. I'm gonna be quiet for a few minutes, and then we will see what will happen in those. Most likely, the YM is going to project from this area here at 57.99. There is a heavy resistance, and this is for a guy has not taken a short trade yet. This is a very good area for pullback re-entry. There is nothing long because your MACDs, your ATRs, and everything by now start giving you positive direction, and you do not have a positive direction. What you have is a pullback re-entry where 90% of the retailers make those mistakes, and experienced traders, they think now by the time your MACD and your ATR or whatever black box indicator now is pointing to the long side, now you think it is finished, the short trade. No, it's not even near finished. So for a guy wanted to trade the ES, there is a good potential to re-enter on a sim, please, not on a live trade. 39.75. It is a re-entry point, and on the Nasdaq, a re-entry point is 69.75. 69.75 is a re-entry limited order sell order. So let's watch this market if it's able to penetrate those resistance line, and then we will take it from there. Okay, I will be quiet for a few seconds, and I'll be right back. Thank you. This is a critical area, gentlemen. This is a very critical area. As you see, look at this. This is accuracy. Welcome to trading. As you see, the Nasdaq came in exactly what we have planned, and now it is going back in. You see that? It's right to the tick, folks. Right to the tick. It is very advisable for you to learn free how to trade. You don't have to pay for learning how the tricks in the market, and then you can put all those information in your head and generate your own trading. This is the not copying somebody trading. You need to generate your own thinking. And this one here, it is very friendly use. Everything is on the chart. So there is no confusion here. You just need to follow those lines, signals. And if you mostly having a hard time with a manual trade or a hand trade, then you can turn on your automated trade. You can use a full automated trade, and if you are using a full automated trade, you would have exited long time ago, and you are done for today. But if you are trying to learn, it is very advisable also to use your auto trade on one account and try to learn how to trade on the second account. The reason is there is sometimes like at Christmas and summertime and holidays where your auto trade will not work, will fail because of a low volume. So this is another alternative for you. So you can still pick up some trades even around holidays or around summer. I mean, in the summers, the performance on anything in the market can drop below 50%, even around the Christmas right after Thanksgiving all the way to New Year Eve, your market or your performance, whatever you do, it dropped below 50%. When the kids are out of school, your performance dropped below 50%. If we have a bad months with a very heavy chop market like what we have experienced a lot in 2019, that it is something else. You know, where 2018 was running much smoother than 2019. So all those, it is very good idea to learn where is your potential and where is your direction and how we can uh, uh, maximize a trade when it is going to our direction. And it is very easy to learn. It might take you, to some people might take him 2 3 weeks, and for a guy a little bit uh, new on things, I cannot say smart and not smart, because this guy, maybe he have many years experience and the other guy has not. If he is patient enough, a matter of weeks, he start getting the hang of it and the tricks. And we're always trying to guide you, trying to open your eyes to let you see how the market is running. And we do good job on this. We have a private webinar, and we have to the public as well. So once you learn those, it will be a little bit more easy on your life. So right now we have the ES is trying to test the 2840 and trying to see if he's able to penetrate the 2840, which I doubt it very serious. Is going to require a lot of buying power for us to break all those area, which it is. Very soon you will find those lines. Those are less than $1 a day. You will find them, they are extremely accurate, and very soon you'll find out you need to respect those lines. So for a less than $1 a day, honestly, 28 years in this, I will never trade without the zones, the fibs. I mean, it's not the everything in the market, but this is a huge partial of the trading to highlight where all the keys in the market. And then you have the other keys, the sell entry or the buy entry, the trading stop are floor and fibs, and then your daily target. So in a way, what we are doing, we are revealing the keys in the market, not following an indicator. And then on that decision, we start making decision if we want to close position or we want to open position. And when there is a retracement, we can open position. When we see maximizing our profit, we can close those positions. There is a huge difference when you can read it when it was all of them that were above $1,000 each trade, and now they are half 50% by not knowing where is the maximizing the profit. As you see here, you just give away 1,500 away for not knowing where you can maximize the if you cannot, if you don't know how to maximize your profit on a trade. So this is a very important in any kind of trade. And even if you are auto trading, folks, don't think yourself you're gonna get away with it. But also, if you have some trades, it is very serious to know where your limitation on it. This is, let me show you an example here on the YM. The YM right now is taking a trade on the swing trading, and he was topping $300 on this YM. Okay, as you see, like the Nasdaq and the Downs, the ES, there is a heavy resistance where I can identify immediately this Nasdaq is going to drop by again. So this is something, even when you are auto trading, I say, you know what, close position when it was on a $300. So if you are just shooting a blind and you don't want to look at the market, from $300, I don't know where you're gonna be ending. Maybe $100, maybe 500. I don't know where this trade is gonna drive us to, but if we maximize 300 and we can recognize the problem at the moment with the ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones, then close this position and keep the auto trade running, or you can direct this auto trade to take short only. So by giving away $150 a day, this is around a little bit less than 200,000 a year, folks. So this is a serious matter. Or if you're trying to avoid one trade a day, a bad trade, $200 average on a bad trade, this is gonna end up with $50,000 a year. So I mean, this is serious. You cannot say it's not my problem because I'm auto trading. No, sir, it is your problem. It is $50,000 problem. You know, so now as you see, we were very loud and clear where we should have closed those positions. And by not knowing this, we had in the profit over 3,000. And now all three, they're not going to be making 1,000 for not knowing, you know. The market is still to the short side. There is nothing in here. There is still to the short side, and it's gonna stay on the short side. Not for not right now. Not right now. There is no long signal at the moment. And if there is a long signal, we the system will take a long signal. Here is another question about your CL, sir. As you see with the CL, we had a sell entry at 59.41. We hit the target, below the target, a bit below the target. This is the two yellow lines where those critical area. Then the system fired the reversal for you. So it doesn't take that much anymore for you to recognize, it's telling you the system to exit here. It does not require experience to recognize two yellow lines, target, resistance, reversal, all of them giving you the same signal. You need to close position. And the short trade is no longer valid. So it is a very, very straightforward to those trade. We have a buy entry, and do we have a buy? No, we're still on the sell entry. I'm sorry. We do have a new signal. I haven't closed it yet. We do have a buy entry signal on the YM. Don't we? It's not. Hold on. It's coming. We have a buy entry on the Nasdaq, and we're about to have a buy entry on the ES. Just a second, please. The ES does not have a buy signal yet. The ES does not have a buy signal. So if the ES is not going to have a buy signal, most likely those two going to fail. So wait on the ES to give us a buy signal. If the ES is not going to give us a buy signal, that means those are not valid. We can look from the market analyzer. We're still on the sell signal on the ES, buy signal on the NASDAQ, and a buy signal on the YM. The auto trade took those trades. And this is what is nice about it, that you can manage those trades, or maybe you say, I don't want to take those trades until I see the ES is following the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones. It seems like now the ES is about to give us a new signal on the ES. We're waiting on the signal on the ES. Okay, we have a buy entry on the ES. And if you want to take that trade, you need to put it at 43.50 limited ordered buy, 43.50. The auto trade take those trade, and okay, fair enough. We have also a buy entry on the CL. but we have a resistance line. So if you want to put a buy entry limited order, you need to put it at 59.05. And if you are more conservative, put it at 59.10. If you are more conservative, buy entry on the CL. Now we are waiting on the ES. We have some area here, the 44.50. It is a really hard area, and now the system has fired on the CL, but I would not take it right below this line. It's going to be problem. I will put it maybe 5905 on this one here because we have this resistance at 5908. There we go. If we cross the 5908, we are okay. We have a clearance all the way to the true average price, folks. The true average price is 59.28. Follow us on a sim if you would like to. I don't know if you can see the wick is 5909. This is the resistance line. this subtle movement on the future trading here, the CL, ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones didn't make sense. We are crossing where we said the entry it is coming, and then if we noticed on the true average price is holding. So let's see if this ES story there is a it didn't make sense this drop right after the entry, but I'll keep my eye on it and update you. But it just didn't make sense, and we'll see if this is just a pullback. I'm not worried about it. This is just a pullback, folks. Let's cover something in the meantime. The scalpers already closed position long time ago. Took a few trades earlier today, but it is 525. The scalper A, also all of the market orders, nailed 500. And we are on a trade also on the 5 minutes, and it's nailing 250 on that trade. For the also the B scalper, for the B scalper, also for the 5 minutes market order, nailing 650 on that trade. Those are scalpers. Yes, when the market is running, they stay on as well. On the ES 150 ticks on the B scalper, nailed 650. And the ES full range nailed 575. They're all on a 500 target, but also this is a market order, and the full range nailed 575 market order. So for the scalpers, we are about done on the scalpers. I'll cover the swing trading, waiting on this market to move, and we'll show you also the swing trading. This is the swing traded on a full range market order. We nailed it. The ES, Nasdaq, also all of them 500. And then YM full range market price 645. That was a beautiful trade, the last one, and it was done. And if you want to look at the DAX full range market order, nailed 911, and it is only one trade. On the CL full range, we are on that trade on the CL. Took one trade earlier, and now we are on the run, which we are on the same direction as the CL. So this is all the full range trades on it, and then we will be covering the others as well. But we will go back to see what happened with the CL is running very nice. It's getting very tight on the ES, Nasdaq, and I'm not sure what's going on here. Just give me a few seconds. Let me look what's going on. But the ES and Nasdaq and Dow Jones, this sudden move back, it didn't make sense. So let's wait. And that turned in all our market analyzer to red. Welcome to trading. From all to green within a split second, all the way to red. So welcome to trading. But there is no direction right now on the ES, and there is no short trade on the ES. This is the problem. There is no short trade on the ES. All the technical saying is long. So let's wait a little bit, see if we go back and re-enter limited order at the entry prices where the charts has uh, planned it for us. It seems like the sell is coming back. Let's wait. You have no direction. Let's wait a little bit to see what's going on. One thing about this system, if we fell once, let's say, like this situation here, if we have a long signal and the long signal fell, then we're going to have the short signal, then you are recovering from this trade immediately. You know, you're not going to get caught with two bad signals. So if we have a long signal and for some reason, like now, this market turn around for no reason, then okay. Then when we have the new signal short, we take it again. But right now, right now, in this between, you cannot take any trades at the moment. You gotta wait till it's confirming the short, the long is over and the short is coming, and then we can take a trade short again. At the moment, there is no short trade, folks. There is no short trade. Here is the problem with the ES. Let me explain to you a little bit. There is a pullback re-entry, but there is no short. The reason is now we are coming to the re-entry point, actually, the trailing stop. The trailing stop two is the floor fibs. The floor fibs is 31.75, followed by a major support area at the 30.50. So there is no short. Now, if you are scalping, you have on the chart different sell and buy signal if you are scalping, okay? But if you are trying to take a swing trading on the price action, this is not a valid short trade at the moment, you know. So, but in between those chart, you have a lot of scalping signals. You can scalp if you have a light-handed. But at this moment, there is no short trade on the ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones until we see this ES breaking this final destination, the 30.50. As long as this ES is not breaking the 30.50, you are you you can scalp to the short side, but you cannot swing trade to the short side because it is critical area where we don't know when you are decided to take a short, it's gonna go back and recover with this sudden drop in the market, you know. So this pullback didn't make sense. It did to the market. That's very fine. We cannot fight the market, but this is when if you are taking a short, you don't know if your next bar is gonna go against you because you are going and knowing direction. So at the moment, I don't want to mess with it. And what you can do when you are trying to enter a signal, and if there is a pullback, there is two options. You can re-enter the market from the 31.50, or if you don't want to mess with it, you can put a limited order back to the entry price and leave it alone. back to the entry price, limited order. So if this market recovered, we can come in, pick up a trade, and keep going to that direction. This way, you're staying out of trouble and you're not diving into the volatility in the market because at the moment, technically, I cannot call a short trade. You can scout the market, very fine, three, four ticks here and there, but right now, the long is not over yet. So let's wait and see, please. So if this ES breaking this line, if this ES breaking this line, we are going to have a short trade. And then what I will do, I will dismiss this one and follow the new signal. But in between those two, I'm not interested, you know. So let's see if this ES is able to cross this area. We need to see the 30, 25 break in this area. And this is why this volatility, especially to our traders, why now where we had the market analyzer all in green, and now why everything is so confusion. It's very simple, folks. If you look at the signals, it's a buy entry on the ES, NASDAQ is a buy entry, YM is a buy entry. So we have three long direction, and the 30-year treasury bond is going to the buy entry. This is, we have showed you that many times when the 30-year treasury bond is taking the same direction as the ES, your whole market goes to the confusion part because we don't know if this ES or the 30-year treasury bond it is valid or which direction, which one is a wrong direction. So when we see this market, the 30-year treasury bond going on the same direction as the ES Nasdaq Dow Jones, that means we have a problem. We do have a problem. The CL trade is over. We're about to have a new signal on the YM. We haven't got a new signal, folks, on the YM yet. We're about to have it very soon. A new signal on the YM right now. You can follow it on market order. On those trades, you need to be very tight on those trades, and you have to break even immediately because this is the problem. Is on the Nasdaq we have a support area at 39. So hopefully, if this ES break that 29.75, it's gonna hammer down all the way to the 22.75. However, if this ES, those are your dollar zone. If this ES is not able to break this 29.75, we're gonna experience a pullback, folks. It's the same story. So right now, keep your eye. Now it's about to break it, and we have a new signal on the on the YM. So now we are in a very clear direction. We just need to close one bar below this, and then we have confirmed that direction on all of them, and we will see how things is going to turn out on those two trades. So the problem right now we are facing, it is this 29.75. If we can close this bar below, we confirm it. Here we go. There we go. It's finished. It's finished. It's all the way down now. We are safe on that trade. And your NASDAQ potential is 2450 on that trade. If you are trading the YM, your closing position on the YM, it is 87 level. This is where your destination on the YM. Because there is a major support area in here. The ES, we have a very clear, actually, on the ES, clear direction at the moment. So even if we fell on the one signal, immediately you take the second signal and you recover from one lousy signal did go wrong. Everything was okay. We went long, and for some reason the market fell and went and decided to go to the other direction. A little patient to cross the critical area, and once we get the signal, you can get 250. Sometimes you get 1,000. Sometimes you get 100. Welcome to trading. You cannot say it's only 250 or 200. Whatever it is there, we take and we try to maximize it. As we know right now, the Nasdaq is trying. This is your less than $1 a day. Is trying to cross your 38.75. So they are. I will never touch this market without the zone because this is a big piece of pie. It is a big piece of this. There is a potential to know where it is the market is maybe going to project or not. Without it, I will not even touch this market, folks. This is, it is like one of the wheels in your car. You cannot drive with the three wheels. And even if you are auto trading, you will never, if you don't know where is your lines, you're not going to be, as an example here, I have the auto trade on the 1 minute ES is taking $775, $800 on that trade. I want to maximize this trade. Even on an auto trade, I can go ahead and see where is this potential on this one here. And this is an example on the NASDAQ. I know this NASDAQ having a problem with the 38.75. So when I'm having $600-700 in this trade, I wanted to maximize that trade. I don't want it to just let the auto trade like now close in position with a $500-600 where I could have nailed at least $200 on that, at least, you know. So this is where looking at those lines can give you a little potential where we are going. Folks, we are extremely busy today. I want to say thank you very much. Welcome to Trading. God bless you all. And Monday is private webinar, members only. And we try to go on Tuesday live again on YouTube. God bless you all. Have a nice weekend and see you another day. Bye for now.